Hello there, this is Susanna. Welcome to The Real You. Thank you so much for choosing to watch my videos and for subscribing. This video is for those of you who have been working on some aspects of your life for a long time, trying different methods, disciplines and practices, and you feel that you still don't get the results that you wanted. You feel that you're not making progress. And if that's your case, one place that we can look into and explore is this pattern that I call clearing for clearing. And this is one interesting program that I've seen in my work with others and in myself, and I hope that you will allow yourself to explore it as well, is this need to endlessly clear stuff in yourself without a clear purpose. And while it's an extremely appropriate way to deal with your life, to clear blockages as they arise, as you're moving towards your goal, as you move towards your objective, your plans, your dreams, this could also be just another pattern, a hidden form of not good enough or perfectionism of some sort. This endless need to work at yourself and to clean stuff in your life could be as well just another form of escaping reality or avoidance, avoiding assuming responsibility of our own life. And I'll explain that a bit later, but just as an example so you see what I mean. A few years ago, a person came to see me as she was having troubles in her relationships with men, or so she thought. And she was in her early 50s, she was a psychotherapist. And so we started having this conversation where she was explaining to me where she was, what was her situation, what was her story. And then she mentioned to me that she had been working on this issue with some sort of method for the past 8 years. And so I asked her, I stopped her right there and I asked her, so what did that give you? She was puzzled and surprised by my question, and she asked me, what do you mean? And it's then that I realized that unconsciously she was not interested by the results. It was not the results that she was after, but she was simply running the program of clearing for clearing, cleansing for cleansing. And so I told her, well, you have been working on this issue using this method for 8 years, analyzing and understanding what your mother, your grandmother, your great-grandmother have been going through. What did you get from that? She didn't have an answer to this. And so I asked her, do you want to keep on working on this? Or you want to have a relationship with a man? So could this be your case? Could it be that you are so absorbed by this cleansing process, cleansing yourself and your life, clearing blockages, that you have forgotten why you're doing this in the first place, that you have forgotten what you really want to do or to experience in your life? Because when we are following a method or a path, we can test its efficiency by the results that we're getting. At the same time, we also need to be clear about what we want to obtain from that method that we're using so that we can measure our results. If we don't know what we want, then how can we measure if we got it or not? So, in your case, what do you want? Is it a state that you're after? A state that you want to develop in yourself? Or is it a physical or concrete result, such as a car, a better job, a bigger salary, a boat, a villa, whatever, husband, wife, etc.? Is it clear for you what you want to express, manifest, or experience in your life? And if whatever you're doing doesn't bring you those results, or if it doesn't make you act, be, or feel differently, then it's either time for you to change that method, or perhaps you are just running the clearing for clearing program. And that means that no matter what method you're applying, nothing will change, as this program doesn't aim to change anything in your life. It's just cleansing for cleansing. And of course, There's lots of confusion and plenty of misunderstanding and misinterpretations on this subject. And that I see mainly in people who are on this spiritual path, people who embark on this path of purification without having a clear idea on what they are doing it for. Now, while this could be and is a very noble endeavor, this purification, this path of purification, it could also be just another program running at the background of our minds. And this is what you may want to look at as well. Now, you have to understand that 95% of our lives is being run by our unconscious mind. 95%. That's a lot. It's huge when you think of it. And this is for the lucky ones. The average person is usually functioning at 99% of unconscious influence on their emotions, beliefs, behavior, etc. So we're very predictable. That's why marketing works so well. So basically, almost everything that we're doing, 95 to 99%, is created by programs or patterns unless we change that or find ways to change that. So there is a great chance that that path of purification could be one of those programs. Now, one thing has to be very clear. Not doing is doing. Not wanting is wanting. Not believing is believing. We're just playing with the words here, don't you see? Because whatever we do, we are creating something. We are materializing the reality around us. Whether we take an action or we don't take that action, we create results. Whether we want to obtain results or we don't want to obtain results, or we're not interested in results, we will create results nevertheless. And if we don't have a clear image of what we want, these results will be as chaotic and as conflictual as our inner reality. As a matter of fact, our life as it is, with all of its components, is showing us the way our mind is structured, and it's showing us those patterns. Our external world is the representation, a 3D representation of these programs. And you probably know the famous quote of Carl Jung, saying that until you make your unconscious conscious, it will run your life and you will call it fate. And I notice that many people are reticent to this idea of having goals, objectives, or looking for results. And they prefer not to have clear goals. They prefer to let things unfold for them and to let things just come to them. I have met many people who are saying, well, this, it's not that important. Money are not that important to me. Money doesn't really matter. None of this is really important. But at the same time, they were having relationship problems, family issues with their own kids, health problems. They were undecided, nervous, trouble sleeping, digestive problems. And instead of assuming those aspects of their lives, they would just hide into some sort of practice, a discipline, and practice clearing for clearing, just to keep busy so they avoid confronting the reality of their life. And that's all right too, absolutely. They may need to go through that, and it's perfectly all right for you as well if you do that, as long as you're happy. But if you're not happy, then you can consider coming out of this clearing shit mode, excuse my French, and move into what I really want mode. And start being more clear about what you really want to materialize, to create, to express, and to embody. Do you have a clear idea of what you want for yourself? Or are you just clearing for clearing, hoping that one day things will just get better? Well, you see, your unconscious mind doesn't understand the word better too well. Your unconscious mind needs to have clear instructions in order to help you achieve them. So, you see, it's not only about clearing stuff, but it's also about realizing what you really want for yourself. It is about allowing yourself to reach what is important, what motivates you, what inspires you, what thrills you, what makes you feel alive. Because if you start and you're just doing that cleansing for cleansing, this could be a very long process. It never ends. So please ask yourself this question. Just stop for a moment and ask yourself this question. What do I want here? And stop asking, what is wrong here? What is wrong with me? What am I doing wrong? What else can I try? And ask instead, what do I want here? And what do I want to embody? What do I want to create? What do I want to bring forth in this world? Who do I want to be or to become? What qualities, what virtues, what values do I want to embody? And you may not have an answer right away. It might take a while. Because perhaps you're not used to thinking that way. You're not used to being asked, what do you want? Nobody asked you that question. You may believe that it doesn't matter what you want. You just have to go with the flow. But what if that is just another program? But by asking these questions, the answer will come. It will come because deep down, you know. You know what makes you happy. And I'll be making a tapping session with this shortly. Meanwhile, please notice how interesting this cleansing pattern is in yourself and others. And notice how many possibilities can arise from becoming aware of it. Allow yourself to tap into this and explore this what I want mode. You're allowed to think of what you want and enjoy this experience. Allow yourself to remember how good it felt to just enjoy your experience. Just be there. Notice how good it feels to just enjoy your life without having the need to clear shit all the time. Excuse my French. And if you feel for it, you can contact me and book a session or a series of Skype sessions with me so we can start making room for the life of your dreams. Thanks again for watching, and I'll see you soon.